Today we're going to take a look at the Dexter 95-inch long Ez-Lube 3,500-pound trailer axle with the electric brakes, 5 on 4.5-inch bolt pattern, and a 4-inch drop. Now this axle beam will act as part of your trailer suspension system. It'll replace an axle that's already on your trailer, and you can even fabricate a suspension to fit your application. It is a high-strength steel construction. Now this axle is the underslung design, and by that I mean the spring seats right here that your leaf spring's attached to. These are welded to the underside of the axle for mounting your leaf springs. So the spring seats and the spindles are all welded onto this axle. These axles are cambered so that there's a bow in the axle right in the middle here, and that's until the weight is put on the axle. All cambered axles should be mounted with that center bow facing up, and basically that bend in the axle creates a zero camber angle for even road to tread contact across the width of your trailer tires, so that'll give you best for straight line acceleration and steady controlled towing. These axles, they do use 4-inch dropped Ez-Lube spindles. So there's a 4-inch drop right here, and that lowered axle beam will provide a lower deck height for easier loading and unloading of your trailer. They are Ez-Lube spindles, and by that I mean they have these built-in grease Zerk fittings on the end of the spindle, and that allows you to attach a grease gun to it, and you can put grease into your bearings without having to disassemble the whole hub and drum assembly. They do use electric brakes. We've installed these brakes just to show you what they look like installed. They're very easy to install. It does require no actuator or hydraulic lines with electric brakes. All you have is 2 wires that you got to connect to a brake feed and the other one to a ground. Comes with the adjuster plugs already installed, the mounting bolts, all the hardware included. These are cast iron hubs and drums. They're very sturdy and durable. The drum size is 10-inch diameter by 2¼ inches wide. And it does include all the parts you need. It includes the inner and outer bearings, the bearing races, the grease seals, the grease caps. The wheel studs are all here, the lug nuts, and they even include a tube of marine-grade wheel bearing grease to be able to grease your bearings. This part is made in the USA. Specs again, the weight capacity is 3,500 pounds. Now the 2 critical measurements on an axle is on the length of it is the hub face to hub face length, and what that's measured is your hub face would be right here. So right where your wheel studs are, the face of the hub, if you measured from here all the way across to the hub face on the other side, it would be 95 inches. And the other measurement is the spring center to spring center length. So right where your spring seats are here, if you measure from the center of this spring seat right here, all the way over to the center of that spring seat, that's going to be 80 inches. That roughly gives you the trailer width length also, or width. The spindle drop on this is 4 inches, so you can see from the center here to where the axle is, it's about 4-inch drop. The axle tubing outer diameter is 2 3/8 inches. We mentioned the bolt pattern on this is a 5 on 4.5-inch bolt pattern. Wheel studs are a 1/2 inch, and the wheel size that will fit on this is 13 inches up to 15 inches. But that should do it for the review on the Dexter 95-inch long Ez-Lube 3,500-pound trailer axle with electric brakes, 5 on 4.5-inch bolt pattern, and a 4-inch drop.